Hi Collective, welcome to Sacred Wisdom Oracle. I'm Sophia, and I'm back for another reading, y'all. I hope everyone is doing well today. We are midweek, so I hope you guys are making it through the work week. So I am ready to go, you guys. I am armed with a fresh sage bundle, getting a good cleanse on here. I do want to just quickly thank everyone for everything you guys do, for the comments, the likes, the shares, the subscriptions, the donations, just, checking on me. You guys are amazing. I love you. So thank you so much for all you guys do. All right. So I have a new deck today that we're going to pull overall energy from. And then I'm going to use a couple other decks that I don't use enough. All right. Divine angels, ancestors, spirit, and guides, I call upon you to surround myself and the collective with your love, light, and guidance with the highest protection. I ask that only beings of light enter the space, offering wisdom for the collective's highest good. Guide me with clarity, shield me from harm, and help me to see what is needed in this read. So this is going to be a general collective reading. Okay, my readings are for entertainment purposes. Please understand that I am not a physician, nor am I an attorney. So things that come up around those areas, I highly suggest that you consult a professional for those things, okay? But yeah, so let's get into it. Oh, dang, we have fertility. This is like equivalent to the Empress card. Creation flourishes with patience and divine womb magic, nurturing new life and endless possibilities. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what does the collective need to hear today in this reading for their highest good? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels of the highest white light, what all does collective need to know? It's too many, just one. Oh my goodness. Checkmate, the final move that ends the game, determining the winner and sealing destinies. Somebody could have thought they were going to checkmate an empress, or they were trying to. You could have this empress energy could have actually checkmated, if that's the word, someone here. Or something someone did is ending this game. So whatever is going on here, somebody's playing games with the empress energy, which is so not smart. All right, one more. That's too many. Just one. Played out. Whatever it is that they've been doing is played out. Someone could also be like a DJ, or somebody could be into music. A weary tune plays on, its notes tired and faded. The sound stutters in haunting echo of the past that refuses to move forward. So someone could be like, we have submerged here as well. They're drowning in emotions, unable to stay afloat, overwhelmed by their own feelings. So somebody could be emotional about some sort of situation that they've been bringing to an Empress energy. Now, the other thing with this fertility card is this could be like, there's literally a baby on this card. So this could be a mother, but I don't really want to get into that this early on in the reading. So we'll see what else comes out, but somebody here, whatever they've done, it's played the F out. And you could be in agreement to this. You could be like, yeah, it's only been going on for 10 years, 15 years, 5 years, whatever, right? Fork in the road. You're at a fork in the road. Trust your instincts and choose your path. Shadow run. running from shadow work, refusing to face and heal the darker parts of yourself. Now, I'm really getting, though, that whoever this person is, who's been playing the same old tune, the same old song and dance, it's going nowhere. Whatever's going on here, this particular energy does not want to move on. But something here could be actually ending this, because someone's final move could have created a problem here. Guilty, fall from grace. So someone's having a fall from grace. Falling from grace serves as a reminder of humanity and the chance to rise stronger and wiser. And now we have guilty, and there's two people here, a feminine and a masculine, that are standing in front of bars. The weight of guilt keeps one in prison, bound by regrets and unable to move forward. Seek forgiveness and liberation. So this could be a self-imposed prison, or it could be an actual physical prison, which is actually causing somebody here, whatever they've done could be sending them to prison. Somebody's having a fall from grace because they choose to not face any type of shadow work that needs to be done in their life, from childhood, wounds, or what have you. And whatever this last move is that this person tried to do here is what's going to take them down. Let's get some clarification. Sorry, y'all, for the noise. I'm just trying to make a little bit more room here. All right. On the bottom of the deck, we have, financial opportunity in reverse. Now, I'm going to take it. What's the majority here? So I guess it could be either or. Major financial opportunities are coming your way, opening doors to abundance and success. Star child. So you could be a star child collective. Star children bring light and wisdom, guiding humanity towards higher consciousness and a brighter future. So whatever it is here that you're doing here, collective, you could be a star child, you could be a light worker, bringing light and wisdom to humanity, trying to raise the consciousness of the community as a whole. This is going to bring in some sort of financial opportunity for you. Like major. It says major financial opportunities. Okay. And I like to hear that. All right. All right. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Tell me about this fertility. What do we need to know about this Empress energy? Light a candle. Honor what is ending. There's going to be an energy shift, collective. So there's an energy shift happening here. And you might want to honor this transformation, this transformative period here by lighting a candle. This could be an honoring what is ending. Literally, close this cycle out, right? So, acknowledge that this cycle is over, that you will no longer deal with anything coming from this same played out song and dance that somebody is trying to continually do here. They could have been trying to get you to go down a different path or the wrong path. They could have been trying to get you to actually have a fall from grace. But it's time to just honor what is ending. Thank your spirit team for having your back during this transformative period. So, this could have been a really hard time for you, collective. It could be a dark night of the soul situation where, everything feels just so dark. You feel like everyone you're dealing with has like some sort of dark attachment. You realize that this is a period of time where you're learning a lot. You could be learning a lot about yourself, learning a lot about others, family members, friends, partners, kids. But the energy is shifting. Oh, no honor among thieves, fraud, scandal. Cannot be trusted. Corruption, criminals, robbery, extortion, and foolish plans. Wow. So this is clarifying checkmate. So, y'all, I can't even like grasp this. I mean, I can grasp it, but I can't even form words because this is so like clear. So whoever this individual is, this final move could have been some sort of scandal or fraudulent situation. This could be in regards to corruption, or these people are criminals that are not to be trusted. Now let's look at this. Again, the checkmate card says the final move that ends the game, determining the winner and sealing destinies. So there could be somebody here that was trying to steal something, or they were trying to commit some type of fraud. They had some sort of foolish plan. And whatever this was, whatever this last plan is that they had, they've been checkmated. And they've been checkmated, I'm getting by spirit, okay? Because at this particular point, I'm if you're dealing with a dark night of the soul situation, I would guarantee that you have literally given all of this over, this pain, this suffering, this confusion and illusions, and these people preying on you. Essentially, you've given it over. You've given it over to your spirit team, to the Most High, and you just realize that you may have asked for Archangel Michael's protection, and now you've received this answer to your prayer, or it's either here or it's coming in very quickly. One more for checkmate. Whoa. Love spell, potions, rituals, attraction, self-love, and romance. So somebody could have been somebody you may not trust, or may not be like, you may, oh my God, why can't I talk? So whoever this is, they could have been trying to cause problems or endings in your life when it comes to your romance, your romantic life, or even the way that you look or something. Somebody was perhaps trying to manipulate something with the way that you look to others. They could have even been like, whatever this was, they were perhaps trying to steal from you, or whatever the situation is. This individual cannot be trusted. And I stand corrected. This could be a group or a person. So I shouldn't speak in that way. You guys, why can't I talk? I'm so sorry, you guys. I feel like this is the first time I've ever formed a sentence. Somebody could be literally at loss for words. They may not be able to form a sentence. They may be in so much shock, a state of shock, that their played out song and dance didn't work. Watch for the signs. The universe is guiding you in the right direction. So if you feel like Spirit's saying, do not enter, or this is the wrong way. So, you could have been watching for the signs from the universe, right? You may be the type like I am, where I literally allow. So just a little backstory. So you guys, I've been on my own since I was like 15 years old. Okay. And, I had to have my first job. And at 16, actually it was 15, but then 16, and then I literally got my own apartment as soon as I was legally able to. And it is a very hard thing to do, to try to combine school and work and supporting yourself and everything like that. So I learned at a very young age to trust my intuition because I was young and I was essentially living an adult life at the age of 15, 16 years old. And so I had to learn to develop my intuition and allow my intuition to guide me to keep me safe. And it's really interesting because the only time I've not listened to my intuition is the times where things have happened and they've been severe, like getting carjacked at gunpoint or whatever. Okay, so I'm not going to go into anything more, but I just want to reiterate that when you have to learn essentially from the school of hard knocks, right, where you're growing up and developing, as your brain isn't even developed until you're 25 years old. So I was fresh out into the adult world when I was barely able to drive, and so it really formed me in a way where I had no choice but to rely on myself, my inner voice, my inner guidance, my spirit team guiding me and intuitively helping me through things. Okay, so this I learned very quickly, very early on, to listen to my spirit team. They say do not go here, do not go here. If they say, oh no, this is the wrong way, then recalibrate your plan or your path. So whatever's gone on here, your intuition perhaps either has guided you through whatever it is, this tired plan that somebody has been working on for a really long time. And you could just be like what I was saying, like I'm 48, right? So I have been literally on my own for 30 some years. So I've had a lot of time to see how people are, to learn about how people are, learn about my intuition and how it guides me, and so on and so forth, right? So you could have seen the same old song and dance for a really long time, and it's like you're like is this ever going to stop? I mean, and this could be by somebody that is very has been a part of your life for a long time, right? It's not like it's a friend where you can just be like, okay, I don't want to be friends with this person anymore, and just cut contact or just stop talking to them. I'm getting that perhaps this person is someone you've really had no choice but to be in and around their energy. So we have, it's a trick. This played out energy was a scheme to deceive you. It was deceptive. It came with a lot of gaslighting and manipulation. And it could have been that somebody was trying to get you to go down a different path. And you could have been very aware of this situation. You could have seen this scheme, this played out trick that this person was trying to do here to you. It came with a lot of gaslighting and manipulation. You could have, I'm picking up really narcissistic energy, so you could have, someone could have actually you could have learned about narcissistic, abuse, okay, through either somebody came and talked to you about it, somebody told you, they saw that you were perhaps dealing with some sort of narcissistic abuse, and they could have come and told you, or you heard it online, or you heard it on it came up in your feed or something like that. So you could have started realizing what it is that these deceptive, gaslighting, manipulation tactics were. And that whoever this is cannot be trusted. Now, okay, so let me just keep going here. I was going to backtrack a bit. Let's just keep going. So we have tapped into the infinite flow of the universe. Unexpected income. This is amazing 2 cards to come out here. This is clarifying fork in the road. You could be very tapped into the infinite flow of the universe, collective. You could be in like a star energy. And this could be actually bringing you unexpected income. You choosing to go down the right path is bringing in some sort of unexpected income, some money. You could have chosen to do something or work with your intuition to help others, which could bring in income as well. I mean, let's just face it, as much as like I know a lot of light workers, they're in it because they want to be in it. They want to make a difference. But let's just face it, we all have to make money somehow. So this could be you tapping in to this flow of unexpected income based on the fact that you're going down the right direction. I heard true north, so you could be in your north node as well. You could have dealt with an ocean of suffering when it comes to like emotions. Somebody could have been trying to render you powerless to get you to go down a road of suffering, but you chose to go down the road of the universe, like flowing with the universe. And this is going to bring in some sort of unexpected income. But this other fork, so this is clarifying fork in the road, right? So we have 2 things here, coming up. Somebody wanted you to be emotional, overwhelmed. They wanted you to feel hopeless and negative. They wanted you to be ignorant to what's really going on in and around your energy, or have some sort of mental illness. This card also says narcissist. So you going down this, road here, the fork in the road, you going down the right path is causing someone else some sort of immense amount of suffering. Now, this is the other thing I'm getting. You could be, again, dealing with somebody with a narcissistic, energy, okay? I'm just going to keep it nice. So, this particular energy could have actually been trying to, convince you, who is perhaps somebody like me, who you've been on your own for a long time. You've had to take care of yourself. You've had to work jobs. You've had to juggle life, work, school, paying bills, everything, right? This person could have been trying to come in to someone who's a very strong constitution that knows who they are, without a doubt. This person could have been coming in and trying to act like you have something wrong with your mental, a mental illness or something. This, I'm getting, benefited this particular energy, this person or whoever is all involved in this. So they were purposely coming to you and trying to say, they were hoping that you would be like, oh, well, let's say, oh, this is my sister or my mother or my father or whatever. And if they're coming to me saying that they think I have something going on with my head, maybe I do, right? I mean, they are my elders, but that is not what I'm getting here, collective. You know who you are. So if somebody tried to come in and convince you that you are not who you are, this could also, the irony here is this could also be by people who literally haven't had anything to do with you in decades, perhaps. Again, it would be like in my situation where I was on my own since I was 15 years old, right? So it would be like those people coming in after 4 decades and being like, or 3 decades and being like, oh, I think that there's something going on with your head. And this is something directly related to you finding something out. Again, you could be very intuitive, and you could be getting a lot of intuitive hits or some things that are popping into your head directly because of spirit and your connection to the spirit. And these things could be just popping in your head, and you could be like, oh my God, could this person be really behind some sort of trickery, scheme, or scandal? And with this no honor amongst thieves card here, and 2 people perhaps going to prison for being guilty here, having a fall from grace, You may know exactly who these people are. And I'm really getting it's a masculine and a feminine. And this masculine and feminine could be at the root of this issue. At the root of it. So if there's a whole bunch of people involved in something here, collective, you may be wondering like, okay, well, you know, I feel like I'm being stalked or something, right? You could be like, well, wait, this doesn't make sense. Who would have had them stalk me, right? And you could be thinking like, who's at the root of all this, right? All right, clarifying shadow run. Financial growth, cash windfall, inheritance, good fortune, and money comes to me. So, collective. This has to do with an inheritance. An inheritance that people, perhaps two, we've got two on this card again. Well, we've got actually like, it looks like a demon on this card. But one of these people could actually be like have an entity attachment or something. But whatever it is that these people have done that are in like so far down the road of in their shadow and have done no work whatsoever, these people could be even older than you. This has to do with investments or inheritance and or good fortune. And this is why somebody was trying to get you to go down the wrong road. Sad news, message of concern. So whoever these people are here, they could have been refusing to face something. And now they could be getting sad news and a message of concern about you going down the right road, you working on your shadow side. And so somebody could be getting a text message or a certified mail. You could even be getting certified mail. But this is sad news. So whoever's in their shadow, who's operating from their shadow, they could be getting this message of concern. Now, the other thing that could be a problem for people is if they're trying to, like, again, convince you you are some way that you're not, or cause you to go off your path. I forgot what I was going to say. Shoot. Whatever the case is, this is going to be sad news for them. And oh, I know. So you could have, now this could of course have something to do with inheritance, but you could have financial growth happening in your life. You could have had some type of a windfall. You could have even literally like won the lottery. And now I'm not talking millions, but you could have won like $100,000 or something like that in the lottery. So, or you just have a really huge, you know, like a platform, or you have a really good business that brings you in a lot of money. You could be in the tech industry. I don't know why that came to mind, but there's, you know, technical device here. But anyway, you having money is a problem for these people because it affords you options, right? Like you actually have the money to go get an attorney or a private investigator or whatever to find out exactly what is going on and why what's happening is happening, right? So we have lotus eyes, enlightenment, visible through the eyes, third eye, reflection of cosmic energy within. You could have seen that someone was trying to get you to have a fall from grace. And what's gone on here from this fall from grace is you've chosen the right path, collective. So everything that's happened here has just made you stronger and wiser. And you could be actually very grateful for some of the lessons that you have learned, the transformative period that you have gone through. So you could be very grateful in a way, but it's bittersweet is what I'm getting. Power struggle, ego versus heart. So you could operate from your heart space, collective, which is good. And you could be dealing, whoever this person is, that you're dealing with, or people you're dealing with, is coming from their ego. This could be something to do with jealousy. They could have a lack mentality. Somebody could have even served like in like the WAR. I can't really say that word. Somebody could be very materialistic and corrupt, very prideful. And you were over here praising God and living a harmonious and peaceful life, an abundant life. But whoever this is that was trying to have you, trying to get you to have a fall from grace, is truly operating from their ego. And you could have seen this with your third eye. You could have seen everything. Everything could be being in, you could have been enlightened by this. And you guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know what is going on and why. Like, I'm able to speak, but it's like I'm having problems finding the words. It's so weird. Somebody could have wanted you to take a step back. You could have noticed, or you could have taken a step back from somebody who was in rage and causing some sort of confusion. You could have withdrawn from this energy, whoever these people are, to gain a new perspective, to find out like what's going on, and then just operate from like your intuition and your third eye. Give me one more for fall from grace, Holy Spirit. Burning bridges. So whoever this person is that is coming out here in their ego, they burn some type of bridge with you. So if they have a fall from grace and they end up like being charged or going to prison or something, they burn that bridge. So it's not like they can come to you and say anything. So I said this in the last reading. I think it was the last or the reading before that. If this is something here where you were supposed to get some sort of money from a Passover loved one, right? That was what was in the last couple of readings. If you were supposed to receive an inheritance and this person or people did not give it to you, they could actually be facing some charges or prison time for stealing this. And they will not be able to come to you for help because they burned this bridge. So if, let's say that you end up gaining an inheritance and perhaps even control of an inheritance or family money or trust or whatever the case is. You are going to be very inclined to share or help these people given this effery that they embarked on here. Tell me about guilty, Holy Spirit. Oh my God, I can't pick these up. Reap what you sow, clarifying guilty. These people, this masculine and feminine, are reaping what they sow. You know what's interesting is I just literally heard, you know, in my mind's eye or however you want to look at it. I didn't literally hear it, but I basically am getting that the people who they hired to perhaps come for you, collective, because they didn't want to be bothered with it. They didn't want to, they couldn't actually do the dirty work here because then you would know exactly what's going on. So now they're reaping what they sow. But I'm getting that if they worked with a certain person or people or something here, those people could have turned on them and told them, look, like, or told the police something. Now they could be concerned. Somebody could have even got caught for something else. Like if you hire criminals and they're criminals, right? They, you know, criminals get caught for other things as well. So that could have been what was going on. They could have been caught for something else. And then once they got, you know, interviewed or looked into. They could have like been trying to cut a deal so that way they wouldn't get in trouble. Something about the number 80. Somebody could be born in 1980. Pleasant message, good news. So there's a lot here. So you could be getting good news in regards to something. This could come in like a text message, an email, a letter, something like that. Now, I'm not saying that them going to prison is good news, but it could be good news if somebody here spilled the tea about something. Somebody could be born in 1950. The 50 is on that card. 73, 58. Okay, so yeah, so this is all coming. Perhaps you could be getting a message where somebody wants to come in and give you the tea on something about passing. And then we have journey, travel, and distance, and phases of the moon. This could be coming at like a full moon or a new moon. Journey, travel, distance. So somebody could have traveled to do something here. They could have traveled to do some moon magic. And somebody could be coming in and telling you this. On the bottom of the deck, we have spiritual bath, self-care, cleanse negativity, and spiritual cleanse. So you might, you know, if you're feeling the energy shifting here, it might be a good idea to do a spiritual bath or some sort of cleansing, right? Light a candle, saying goodbye to whatever it is that has transpired here. Say, I'm ready for this transformation to take me to the next level. I'm honoring what is ending here with this energy shift, because there is no honor amongst thieves. Whatever, again, this final move is that somebody did. It could have been like a love spell that they were trying to do. Eye to eye with the demons within. Bad health and illness. The ravens in reverse. Messengers. Ancient wisdom, magic. Spirit world, life and death. Somebody could actually be having health issues, and they're actually perhaps going to pass from these health issues. And it's because of the demons that are within them. You could have been like, you could have thought that this person, like, so this shows like a reptilian eye on it, right? So you could know this whoever this person is now that's in bad health could be passing because of something they did with the spirit, with some sort of magic. They could have wanted you to come face to face with some sort of demonic energy, or now you know what this demonic energy looks like or feels like. All right, let's get, first I want to get some energy of like who this is with the Kipper. And then we'll get into that deck. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what do we need to know? Who's involved in this fertility thing here? This energy, main female. So again, this could be a mother. Because the number 1 card in this deck is main male, and the number 2 is main female. So this could be a mother energy with this fertility here, this Empress energy. Now this could be yours as well. Oh, imprisonment. Okay, so this main female, the energy could be shifting, and this main female could be going to prison. and you just are honoring this transformation. You could be like knowing that this is going to happen. This person, somebody could be born February the 2nd or the 29th of the month. Now, the other thing is that this could have been this mother energy that was trying to do something to you. So I'm not picking up you're this main female though, just FYI. I'm picking up that you could actually be this Empress energy or this star energy that we have out here. They could have been trying to get you imprisoned, collective. And whatever it is that they did here, this last thing that they did, they're in despair about. Because this could have come out here. It could be clear who these corrupt people are. This could be family members. They're in despair about something. Because of adjudication. So they're in despair. Whatever this final move was here to checkmate you, collective, they could be getting adjudication, and there may not be any honor amongst these thieves that are tried or did take your inheritance, right? But now they're under adjudication. So perhaps they're telling on each other. I'm really getting that. I mean, and we've got this masculine and feminine on this adjudication card as well. And then we also have a masculine here and a feminine, just like we have on this card. So they could have no choice other than to honor what is ending for them. They could have been told this is the wrong way. Do not go down this path, to trick and scheme deceive the collective, to manipulate and lie to the collective. Don't go down this path. Do not enter. Oh, yeah. Do not go down this path to take this great fortune. Wow. They were told not to do it. This was a scheme, a trick to steal your great fortune. They wanted to take this. And it says distant horizons. So they could be bound to this or anchored to whatever this is, or they thought that they were going to have access to this great fortune, but they're anchored to whatever it is that they did. Your ships are coming in now, collective, from whatever this scheme or manipulation or trick was. Adjudication could be like, on your side. Something about the number 26 and 36. So 26, 36 could be significant. And tell me about this fork in the road, Holy Spirit. Who's involved in this? A married couple? So this could be a married couple. This could be a mother and father. They could have been married at one time. But this married couple could be at a fork in the road as well, where your instincts have told you what is going on here. You being tapped into the universe has told you what's happening with this money and this couple, and now poverty. So this couple here that either is married or was married or something, they could be worried about going into poverty. They are very emotional about this. They're dealing with a lot of anxiety. Tell me about Shadowrun, Holy Spirit. High honor. So this is clarifying sad news, message of concern. So someone here was trying to get you to act out of your shadow side, perhaps, and they're getting a sad message of concern because they are seeing you are in high honor. Sorry, it's kind of glaring, but they're realizing, they're getting a message that you're in high honor. What else do we need to know about this? One more, please, for Shadow. Courthouse. So they could have found out, collective, or got a message from the courts, sad message, that you're in high honor. Now, yeah, I'll leave it at that. Tell me about fall from grace. Journey. So somebody journeyed here to do something out of their ego. They could have, yeah, now they're getting bad health. So this, you know, health is wealth, right? So somebody here could literally be losing something like their health because of what they did here to journey on to do something to you. This was some type of a power struggle coming from a place of ego, like jealousy or envy, lack. Somebody could just be literally greedy, or they're just a thief at heart, or take it how it resonates, okay? Tell me about this guilty, please. What do we need to know about this? Sudden wealth. So this couple is guilty of taking some money. They're reaping what they sow. You could be getting a good message about this sudden wealth. There's some sort of tea coming in here about this after someone passed away. This could have been going on with this journey, travel, and distance collective. This could have been going on, I'm just seeing this, for many moons. So like it says journey, travel, distance, and then phases of the moon. This could have been going on for so many moons. Like it could have felt like it was going on forever. Somebody could have also traveled outside the United States, if you're in the United States, or outside of your country to do something. Either to cause a passing. Now we have change. So somebody could have tried to change something someone left to you when they passed away. So you could be getting some sort of tea about this. Oh, and we have the number 911. So whatever's going on here, it's an emergency. And then we have toil and labor and gift. Oh, interesting. So somebody could have worked really hard to take this gift, and now they're not getting it. So they worked really hard. Their expectation could have also had something to do with a lover. You could have a lover that was involved in something, and an official person could be coming in and telling you something. This official person could be a mature man, or this official person's coming in and telling you about a mature man and a false feminine who took some money regarding a death. All right, let's get into this deck. Where are we at on time? All right. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Whoa, that card wants to come out. Losing sleep, worried, replaying events, thinking about you. So someone's losing sleep here. They're in despair. They're worried about going to prison. Because perhaps something that an empress could say that's come to light about a passing. Tell me about, oh, this doesn't go in here either. Tell me about this empress energy. Awareness. You could be getting awareness about something. This could have something to do with a married couple. Somebody you were married to. Take it how it resonates. Holy Spirit. Getting readings. Somebody could have been doing like something like reading your astrological chart or getting tarot readings. This is clarifying love spell, checkmate, and no honor amongst thieves. Whoever this energy is that's getting readings, you definitely cannot trust. Now this main female might be going through some sort of court. Tell me about checkmate. One more for checkmate. Feelings. Yeah, someone's in their feelings about something. Tell me about played out, Holy Spirit. Bad credit and effed up over you. So somebody could be getting left with bad credit or, you know, unemployment or debt. So you getting this great fortune means debt for this person. So this person could have been like using money that wasn't theirs to do things. And now if they have to pay it back, so imagine this. Let's say you've got a 75-year-old mother or father, right? That wanted to control some sort of family money, even though you were supposed to get something. They could have lied on you and said you were an addict, you were, you know, a whore, whatever, you know, I can't say the word. They could have said, like, you do dark things or whatever they chose to say, right? This could have just popped up out of nowhere. And all of a sudden, like, these people are trying to convince you that you're some way you're not, right? So anyway, them doing these things was about money. It was about a great fortune. And we're not talking a couple $100,000 here. This could be literally millions of dollars. And this is why they're effed up over this situation. And they were trying to do the same old song and dance. And now they're literally anchored to this. Yeah, psycho. This could be a crazy ex that's involved as well. This crazy ex could have been part of trying to take some sort of unexpected income. So this ex could be involved with this main female or this married couple. Tell me about fork in the road, Holy Spirit. So yeah, you could be seeing someone's true colors. This could be an ex that you're seeing their true colors. And this is right under, excuse me, y'all. Marriage and poverty. So somebody could have wanted you to be in poverty. They didn't want you getting some sort of unexpected income. Again, this could be anybody, you guys. So I'm just using examples in this reading, but just, you know, take it how it resonates. Goodbye. So you saw someone's true colors and you literally walked away from them. They could have been actually putting you in like a lack mentality as well. This person could have been using you financially for money because you are tapped into the infinite flow of the universe. We have love child. It was actually in reverse, but someone could have been trying to put you in poverty because they said you had like a baby or something behind the scenes or while you were with them or something weird like that. And this brought in a lot of suffering for them. I'm getting like, and we have funeral in reverse. So somebody was trying to cause endings for your high honor. Perhaps taking you to court, not wanting you to have any financial growth. This deck is in reverse, I think. Okay, yeah, it is. I should have fixed it, but I'm just going to take them all upright because that's what I've been doing. So under pressure. So now this particular person or energy is under pressure, time's perhaps running out for something. Now they could be getting shocking news, or you could be getting shocking news coming from the courthouse. Or this person's getting a sad message of concern coming from the courthouse about money. So someone here may not have had your back, collective. If you were in a relationship with this person and this is an actual ex, they may not have had your back. You may have been the one that was like the provider in the relationship because you thought this person didn't have anything, but they could have been working and then just stashing the money. So you getting some sort of good fortune here is what's making them anxious and upset, because you said goodbye to them because you saw their true colors. And now they're seeing that you're in high honor, that there was no endings for you. Somebody could have told them you were pregnant, but you could have had some sort of situation in court happen. If this isn't regarding an inheritance, this could be some other issue in court. A Jezebel. So someone could have been saying you were a Jezebel and that you were going to have a fall from grace. With GPS. So they could have been like watching you everywhere you went, or guided. Somebody could have been telling someone you were a Jezebel. They were guided to this thought about you being a Jezebel. They could have been guided, to saying you had a baby when you were in a relationship or something. This was a complete lie. This was to have you have a fall from grace. Happily single, doing you, dating, stress-free, setting goals, career-focused. So you're not having a fall from grace. You're just doing you. You're stress-free. You could be getting set in wealth, or you already did even. Tell me about guilty. I miss you. So somebody could now miss you. Now that they know the truth. Be careful of this energy though, collective, because if this person's coming in now to rectify a situation, it could just be because you've got money coming or you already got some money. We have Pop the Question and karmic ties in reverse. This person could come in and say, I miss you. I want to marry you or something. And you could be like, no, I'm happily single. Oh, I can't show this card. So yeah, you could be happily single and not be interested in this karmic energy. One more for guilty, Holy Spirit. Twin flame. So your twin flame could be reaping what they sow, or this twin flame could be coming in and giving you some sort of tea about an inheritance or about some sort of struggle that you've gone through. And someone's ego. This twin flame could have just wanted it my way or the highway. All right, where are we at on time? Okay, you guys. So let's go ahead and close this reading out. I'm going to give you some signs, and then we'll get a positive message. Now, these signs could be your sign. This could be their sign. This could be the season in which something transpires. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node, and so on. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what signs are involved here, or what? What do we need to know from this deck? There could be a Virgo involved. A Leo. An Aquarius. a Scorpio, Aries. Just to get 2 more. Scorpio again, Capricorn, and a Gemini. Oop. All right, so let's get a positive message. Trying to think. Holy Spirit, holy angels, the highest white light. Can we get one final positive message to close out this reading for the collective's highest good? There's too many there. Just one message. First breath, beginner's mind. Someone could be needing to do some breath work or some meditation. So think about the 21st of the month. You could be born on the 21st of the month or the 3rd. Now, also 21 in tarot is the world. So this is a cycle coming to an end. Whatever it is that you've gone through here. Oh, shoot. Didn't mean to do that. All right, let's read this. First breath. A fresh start and renewed curiosity, natural trust, beginner's mind. When the first breath card shows up for you, it is time to leave the old stories and tales behind. You have arrived. Take a deep breath and another. There is nothing else you need to do but take in the new world that is revealing itself around you. There is no need to dwell on how difficult the journey has been or how tight the passage is to get where you are now. Just take it all in and experience the awe and wonder of your arrival at this destination. Even if it is a familiar place you have come too many times before, try to experience it as if for the first time. For you are renewed and the old you is no longer your concern. Practice the beginner's mind, not labeling or naming what you see and experience. That situation that was so difficult only a few days ago, just be with it and breathe. You have already gone beyond it. You have overcome and resolved it, even if no one else realizes this yet. Soon enough they will, as you move on. Do not squander the power of the first breath, giving the old narrative mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Use it for new beginnings to animate the world you can play and create in. Do not underestimate the power of your breath and the magic of the word. So collective, right now, the only thing you need to focus on is your new beginning. Not worrying about what's transpired in the past. Not rehashing things over and over and over again. Now, this is the thing, is in order to move on, a lot of times we feel the need to talk things over with people. But if there's people that don't have your best interest at heart, it's going to be like going in circles. Nothing is ever going to come from it. And, you know, whoever's done what they've done here, they may not ever admit that they were deceptive and manipulative and whatever else it is that they've done. Trust yourself. That's all you need to know right now. Trust yourself. Don't dwell on how everything has come to how it has. You've made it to the destination that the universe put in front of you here. So, like, you've made it down the right path when there was a fork in the road. You may not have been able to even trust these people. So why would it be any different now? Going and talking to them and rehashing things, if you can't trust them before, then you're definitely not going to be able to trust what they say now. And just because you have grown and you are the type that wants resolve and wants to have some finality and make sense of certain things that have transpired, that's the only reason that's happening, is because you've done the work. If someone else hasn't done the work, they're not going to be wanting to give you the truth about their jealousy or their envy or all of the BS that they did behind the scenes when it comes to spell work or lying or stealing or whatever it is. They will reap what they've sown here. So, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here, you guys. If you guys like the way I read, please do like the reading. I would love to have you guys subscribe if you would be interested. And yeah, just keep your head up, you guys, and continue to focus on the positive, okay? And even if it means that you have to, like I just heard, ride solo. So like even if you have to go off on your own, go down your own path and make a new like family and friendship circle of your actual soul tribe, right? That is something that, you know, you could perhaps work on that. And maybe some of you don't even want that after what you've gone through. Maybe it's going to take you some time to learn to trust people again, because if this is a familial situation here, that is the worst kind of betrayal that you can experience. A lot of times people say, oh, well, you know, I was betrayed in this relationship and how could they, how dare they? But if you are betrayed by family members that are a mother perhaps and a father, this has been coming out in a lot of readings. If you're betrayed by a mother and a father, the trust that you are able to give others is so minimal, because in the back of your head, you realize, if I can't even trust my own mother and father, how am I going to trust anyone else? And it is a very crappy predicament to be in, let me tell you. But continue to treat yourself positively. Speak positive words to yourself. Perhaps do some meditation. Perhaps do some breath work or anything. You know, you can do anything and make it your meditation. You know, they talk about when you meditate, you know, you get messages or this, that, or the other, right? Well, I get that when I'm vacuuming my house, right? I've learned to make, like, of course I want to be able to sit down and meditate, but sometimes it's not possible. There's just not enough time in the day, and it really feels like time's going faster than it's ever gone before. So I'll sometimes just make my vacuuming my meditation for the day, or if I have a chance to go to the gym and work out, and you know, while I'm walking on the treadmill or using the stair climber, I'll use that as my meditation time to where I can, you know, try to work through some of the things that have been going on. But I want to remind you, Spirit is with you. Perhaps a passed over loved one is with you. And you are so loved. Do not let whatever these crappy people have done, because they're so unhealed inside, don't let what they've done affect you anymore, collective. It's time for you to honor this energy shift. If I can pull the card, hold on. Honor this energy. Oh my goodness. Hold on, you guys. I can't pick these cards up for some reason. Honor this energy shift. Okay? Perhaps light a candle in honor of what is ending. Honor that. Honor this cycle is over. Say it. Speak it. Words are powerful. Thank your divine team for having your back and helping to guide you properly so you did not go down the wrong path. Thank them for pushing you towards your shadow in order to heal it. You could have actually had a fall from grace, but for whatever reason you didn't. And I'm really picking up heavily that this is because you have really worked on trusting your intuition. So it was nothing for you to go through something like this because you were being guided the entire time. So again, thank your spirit team. Maybe light a candle. Thank them for the shift in the energy. Because I'm really getting that if somebody was doing something here that was an injustice to you, there had to have been some sort of divine intervention that stopped this in its tracks. Okay, it could be anything. Like, you could be looking back at the situation now and be like, if this never happened that I went through, you could have gone through something really horrific, a car accident, an injury or something like that, right? And you could have thought, what did I do to deserve this? That could have been the divine intervention that you needed in order for this situation to come to a close. Do you get what I'm saying? I hope I'm making myself clear. So you could have experienced something that felt like a huge setback for you, and it was, right? There's no other way to look at it. However, that setback was all part of the divine plan. It was all part of the divine plan. And you could be looking back at it now and say, if I never had this happen, if I never had this car accident, if I never slipped and fell, or if I never, whatever the situation is, if that never happened, these people never would have got caught. And what I mean is divine intervention. So the divine could have stepped in and caused you to have an accident of some sort, so you would need to get legal help, perhaps to pay your medical bills, to pay for your car insurance. Somewhere, somehow, this storyline came out as divine intervention. And everyone could actually be looking at this and say, if you weren't a believer before, you're going to be a believer now. It's truly divine intervention. So whatever this situation is that transpired from a place of setback type energy, this was all for your greater good. This was all part of the divine plan of this divine intervention to recalibrate where you're supposed to go and how your abundance and inheritance flows back to you. So it was off track, it somehow was off track because these people took it or were wanting to control it or whatever. But now the universe is bringing it right back to you because of the divine intervention. Now, this divine intervention could have been a passed over loved one that left you the money, right? They could be like, if I had worked hard to leave an inheritance to my grandchildren or my children, right? And then somebody stepped in and tried to stop that, I don't know if I would be able to rest on the other side. I would feel like I can't cross over until I make sure that my actual children or grandchildren got the money that they deserved. So, let me know in the comments if you guys have experienced something like this. If if someone has tried to get you to have a fall from grace, if the situation is played out here, the same old song and dance isn't working anymore, right? Or are you ready for this message that could be coming in about these individuals? I'm getting it goes much deeper than just this reading. So, but just know, collective, you are loved, okay? And it's clear when you get this information and you get the finality brought to you, you're going to realize how the divine has conspired with you to make sure you get what you deserve. It's going to be confirmation that everything that happened was for a reason. And I'm getting that you're not cocky about things. Not at all. So when it comes to this checkmate energy, I'm really getting that this was what sealed the deal for them. You didn't have to do anything. You know, some people out there have to burn a candle or use jars or whatever it is that they choose to do, right? But you don't have to do that. You're so connected to your divine team that you don't have to. You don't have to do any of those rituals. You just live in the light. You love everyone. And sometimes loving people isn't enough. It's just the way it is. So now, here you are. You've been protected. And now you're coming out the other side of things and realizing. Sometimes it might feel lonely because you might feel like you're on your own. Like you could be an only child, or your parents could have passed over and someone else could have taken this inheritance, or this could be a mother figure or a father figure. It doesn't have to be an actual mother or father. It could be a, older sister energy or brother or whatever it is. Just take it how it resonates, okay, for you. But I think that you're going to put all the pieces together quite quickly when you realize who's been involved and why. And you could have already said this. You could have said, oh, well, I know it's because of an inheritance. Like, my life has been completely normal and fine until these people chose to step in for whatever reason. Again, they could have chose to go down this path because something was illuminated about their energy and what they did. So whatever they did became illuminated. This could be by an official. Remember, we have official person here. And no honor amongst thieves. So these people could have, they could have been working together. They could have, I heard, deal with the devil. So whatever's going on here now, somebody is extremely emotional. So I'm not going to keep going on, you guys, but I just feel like it's important to share some of these messages because some people need to hear them, okay? And I love you guys. Please do like the reading if you like the way I read. I would love to have you subscribe. I know I said this earlier. Also, thank you so much for the donations, you guys. I really appreciate you. If you do, I don't really like it when people mention like their ways to donate. I've actually had some readers come across my feed, and right before they even say a prayer to do the reading, they're asking for donations. It's so tacky. Anyway, I'm here truly because I love bringing these messages and enlightening and empowering others. So, but if you do choose that you want to donate, it's not required and you don't have to, but I do appreciate it all. It really does help the channel and me to get, new decks and whatever else. So my Cash App is in the description of every video. So if you guys are inclined, feel free. But again, it's not necessary, and I don't want to come across as being tacky, but I do get asked regularly, how can I donate or whatever. So I'm just going to speak that, and then I'm just going to let you guys go, okay? Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.